Previously on Balrogs Beers. On the way to rescue their friend Hobb, our heroes were poisoned by a couple who attempted to feed them to a troll. After a fierce battle, the troll was killed, and we now find our heroes setting off on their journey again to the ruined city of Fornost. Yeah, you do this massive hit upwards, straight into his jaw, splitting it in half. There's blood everywhere, tooth and bone fly. He collapses to the floor. Aharedir, you are trying to hold on as he sort of face plants.
Should have listened, mate. Damn, that was quite a gory death for him.
Does Aharedir manage to hold on?
Oh, he falls into me.
You can take a athletics check to hold on if you want.
You're going to do a Legolas flip.
7.
Yeah, you don't manage to hold on. He falls down, face plants, and you're thrown over the over the grass.
Thanks, Antony. Okay. Well, that went better than I thought it would.
Okay, so you stand around, bodies everywhere. What do you want to carry on? Or?
Time to get looting, I think.
I bow my head. Such aggression, such murder.
You!
This does not bode well.
Why?
I take their ears. Alright, so I got 3 human ears.
You got 2 human ears and a...
Because I already had 1 human ear. So now I've
of
got
course.
3.
And a troll ear.
Do trolls have ears? I'll just take some skin. Flapper skin. It looks kind of like an ear.
It's a weird collection.
1 times troll.
Can I vent? Is there any loot on the ground? Do they have anything on them?
The troll doesn't have anything on him.
Can I search his where he came from?
Yeah, you can see that the trees where he came from are quite broken. You scout there in the darkness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll go with you as well.
If you want to do a survival check, just to track him in the dark, track his footsteps in the darkness.
7.
Yeah, it's too dark for you to see anything at the moment, and you.
Can the goblin with his night eyes help?
Yeah, I'll join in as well.
I think I have help for the night. Night vision. I can see in dim light within 60 feet, as if it were bright light.
You're trying to track him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard that in Aharedir the balls of a troll are a powerful aphrodisiac.
It's a shame you like.
Perhaps we should salvage them.
Shame you literally bludgeon them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cut off the troll testicles.
All right, cool. So I got some of those now.
I hear in Angramar they sell for good money.
Does anyone else want to look for the tracks?
I did. I rolled a 9 as well.
It's a goblin, so he can see even better than me.
Even in the darkness, you can see the smashed up trees and foliage, and from where the troll has been backwards and forwards to this clearing. You follow that until you get to this cliffside where there's this cave. There's quite a lot of just random, like there's a campfire outside and things where the troll would have made home.
Is it?
So he's a cave troll.
Technically,
He was a hill troll with a cave.
Oh, a hill cave troll.
Is it obvious that there's only one such cave hill troll?
Yeah, as you can see, there's only this one troll living there. You can see like a big bundle of like furs and clothes, which he would sleep just for one troll.
Does he have anything interesting as I look around his cave?
Okay, yeah, you search. You find this small chest which has a series of silver and gold coins.
Not this again. We're going to have to do some maths, aren't we?
It's got enough, around about 43 silver coins. And
What's that divided by 3, Antony?
14 and a bit, but let's go with 14.
Who gets the bit? Hobb's not here to be shortchanged this time.
No one gets the bit.
Can we save a bit for Hobb?
Yeah, okay.
We're assuming the best.
Okay, yes, you gather up the silver and the copper, share it around. Where are you going to stay for the night?
Well, there's a recently vacated bit of prime real estate back where we just were.
Yeah.
We can have some lovely beds for the night. It'd be great.
I'll take the master bedroom.
I'll take the master bedroom with the goblin.
Oh.
As we do.
I suppose I'll have the other bedroom then. I don't really want to get in on this. Whatever weird stuff's going on now.
Suit yourself.
Don't
cuddle.
eat any of the soup. Yeah, that's important.
Beardor has already eaten the soup. Beardor was unconscious during the talk about what the soup might have been made of. So he's currently eating the soup. Because no one's told him.
He's already eating it. That's because the soup knocked you unconscious.
I eat the soup and unconsciously fall into bed.
Okay. Yeah, you
Best night's sleep I ever had.
you try. Yeah, you make yourselves comfortable in their home.
Anything good around? Not that I'm noticing anything.
This is our home now. We got a base.
Should we give up on Hobb and stay here?
Base camp.
Should we live happily ever after in our cottage?
Yeah.
In a weird kind of goblin dwarf Dunedain. It'd be like a little sitcom with everyone
and that's
together.
the end.
Three unlikely heroes.
That's the end. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. And we lived happily ever after with the goblin.
Yes.
God damn.
No, that's silly. That's silly. We can't do that.
We can't leave Hobb.
That's too silly.
I need Hobb here. We've got an extra bed for Hobb. So
That's true. Yeah. Get Hobb here. and then
yeah,
we'll have-
once we
then
get
we'll have
Hobb,
the
it's job
complete
done. We're
choice,
coming
yeah.
back.
Got ourselves a new quest.
We've got a place to settle down.
Just wouldn't be home without him.
Okay,
I'd love it. I just can't wait for him to. All he would do is say, "'Tis a bloody business, this place." It's been an eventful day, hasn't it?
He did love to say that.
He did love to say that. It was all...
I miss him.
I miss him so much.
Right, you have a comfortable night's sleep and wake up early in the morning and set off back on the trail to Fornost.
On the road again.
Surprised we slept so soundly, considering we just killed the occupants of that house.
You should try these herbs.
Oh yeah.
got some herbs from their place. They're bloody good.
So I'm going to make the second events roll.
Another house.
It's just another house.
A chance encounter. As you walk over the crest of a grassy hill, the wind blowing hard against your face, you spot two hobbit or dwarf-sized figures at a steady pace walking in your direction, some distance in front of you.
Aren't we literally in the middle of nowhere, near like a fort that's been ruined? So why are people near here?
You cannot see their faces as the two have dark blue travelling cloaks pulled over their heads.
Maybe it's Hobb.
They look to be carrying a large, heavy rucksack nearly as big as the figures themselves.
Who wants to go and say hello?
Me.
All right.
I'm the guide.
You are our most charismatic.
Charismatic dwarf.
I'll get ready to kill them should the need arise.
Cool. You can knock a few arrows. Mm-hmm. Do you have a bow? You do have a bow.
Yeah, I got a bow.
Cool.
I'm ready.
I'll approach them warily. After our last encounter, I'm very wary about meeting people again.
Getting closer, you see that the figures are two stocky, grey-bearded dwarves. They wave at you and begin walking towards you at an increased pace.
I go, "Hey, friends. What are you doing around here?"
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm
nice
good.
to see people on the road. Another dwarf as well.
Yeah, I'm Beardor. I am of the line of Durin. I just got to pull the good old card, royalty card. Say, hey, I'm of the line of Durin. I'm from the Iron Hills. What are dwarves doing in this area?
Oh, we're toy makers. We were heading to Bree and to Hobbiton to sell our wares. We come from the Lonely Mountain.
The Lonely Mountain, close by. I visited there once when I was a young'un.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh, brilliant!
Oh, brilliant!
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, you see that they're quite cheery. They're cheery.
My cousin currently reigns there, does he not?
I'll have to look at a family tree. You know that the king under the mountain at the moment is King Dane.
King Dane. What happened to Thorin Oakenshield?
He was killed in the Battle of the Five Armies.
Did he die in that?
Did you know?
I really wasn't paying attention to the last film. I think I was annoyed by it. So, he died.
Film? What are you talking about? Film? This happened in real life.
What was? Who's the king?
It happened in real life. It did.
Billy Connolly. Yeah.
Billy Connolly took over.
Yeah, he did.
Why?
Let's get back on.
I know,
topic.
good old Uncle Bill.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, my cousin does currently reign there because I'm from the Iron Hills and he's also an Iron Hills dwarf, is he not?
He is. Yes. Yeah.
Fucking.
Whether he's your cousin or not, maybe.
Is he of the line of Durin?
He is. Yes.
Then yeah, for he is one of my cousins.
What does this matter? Like, what does any of this matter?
It means that I am literally his superior. I'm pulling rank.
It's a big pissing contest.
He's a toy maker.
Yeah, I'm gonna get free toys.
Yeah, everyone is his superior.
I go, toy makers. That's interesting. Can I see your wares?
He pulls out from his rucksack these well-made eagle toys carved in wood. They got this sort of this motion where you twist a handle and the wings flap.
Ooh, how much?
Oh, we're selling these for 6 silver pennies each down
6?
in Brie.
I've never seen an eagle myself. I hear they can be quite talkative. Have you met an eagle yourself to be able to make such a well-crafted toy?
Yeah.
Really, an eagle?
Oh, not one of the great eagles, no, but
A small eagle.
a smaller eagle, yes.
Cool. I don't want one.
Wow.
A bit expensive. Sorry, bit expensive for my taste. I'm recently run on hard times. We've been thrown out of Bree, and then we were nearly eaten
Nearly eaten.
by a troll.
Ooh.
So I'd be careful going that way in case there's any more trolls.
Okay, we'll keep a lookout. We haven't had much trouble where we came from, but
Have you been past Fornost?
Only at a distance. We are making camp.
Have you seen a hobbit? About only a child to your eyes. Actually, no. A similar size to your eyes.
Oh, a hobbit.
Yeah.
Well,
He would have been in a net.
Yeah, he's been in a net for 7 days. He probably doesn't look too good.
Oh, not on the road. No.
Bandits have taken our friend. We're on our way to rescue him.
No, we haven't. We have not passed him on the road. No.
Shame. You would have recognised him for his quick wit, and he would have assessed the situation and come up with a brilliant one-liner, as Hobb is wanting to do. Tis a chance encounter we have here, lads. It's exactly what Hobb would have said in this situation.
Do you want to come help us find him?
They're toy makers. What the fuck are they going to do?
I don't know.
Make toys? Maybe orcs secretly love toys. It's their one weakness. Okay. Does anyone else want to talk to these people? They're boring me. I pulled rank. I've got what I want. I'm happy.
No, I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, you feel a conversation of the road and stuff. You part ways back on your journey.
What a lovely chance encounter.
Late into the morning of the 7th day of travel, you finally see that in the distance the ruined city of Fornost. Starting at the bottom of a hill, the city has 3 tiers, each surrounded by thick walls and each higher up the hill than the other. Even from this distance, you see that the many stone buildings have fallen into disrepair. Many have collapsed, some with walls, others with roofs missing, and you see patches of green where ivy has completely taken over.
What a grim place.
Though in this state it looks uninhabitable, you can tell that it was once a great city, bustling with life. If someone makes the guide takes the arrival roll.
6.
Grimly determined, the many leagues that your company has travelled has filled you with the sense of clear purpose regarding your goals. As a result, the guide will receive a +1 bonus on the next embarkation roll. Right, Aharedir, do you want to take a history check?
5. What's this place?
It's a city, Aharedir. Have you not seen one?
I should know.
Yeah,
No.
you know its name, but you know little about it.
Yeah.
Crordosh is the scholar. I think it's
Don't usually venture close to this.
I'll learn a goblin who is cleverer than
I've
everyone else.
never been here, but I might have read a book on it.
All those goblin books.
Not the dwarvish books.
Yeah, the ones you had in my library.
14.
14, yes. You know that Fornost, also known as Norbury or Deadman's Dyke, was once the capital of men and the seat to the kings of old, the Dunedain. However, the city fell to an invasion from the legions of Agmar, and most of its inhabitants were killed. The city then became home to the Witch King until he was defeated by Gondor and its allies. After the war, the Dunedain were too few in number to rebuild the city, and it fell into ruin. Someone take a...
I think Berwin would like this place. He'd love it for its history.
There are eldritch shades here. I detect them.
What?
I can see ghosts, so I'm sensing a present.
Oh, fair enough.
You're sensing presence
From
of
the
your
ruins.
lost kin.
It's a dark place.
Ghosts?
Well, we're not here to rescue our ally. I wouldn't even consider venturing in.
I don't think we should fight with ghosts.
Now we should go in.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
Yeah.
All right,
You know, we got to save Hobb, you know,
Yes.
and ghosts. Go.
Okay, someone take a perception check.
21.
You hear the faint sounds of someone moving through the trees to your left, and then another gentle crunch of leaves to your right. You can tell that these persons are either very small or have some training or experience moving through the forest quietly.
You noticed that, so what do you do about that?
I draw my sword and call out, "Hey, who's there? I hear you."
Suddenly, you see at least 10 figures jump from behind the trees that border the trail, all with their bows drawn. You see that they are all men and women, Dunedain, precisely,
Hey, guys.
with thick green cloaks, hoods drawn atop their heads, leather and mail armour, and swords at their side. All of this looks to be well worn.
The dwarf breathed so loudly we could have shot him in the dark.
Is what they don't say.
If only they were elves.
These are my peeps. These are my dudes.
Maybe introduce
Is that
yourself.
Gary? Is it Gary?
Gary.
When we met up at the last reunion.
You hear one of the rangers call out from your right, a woman's voice with a familiar and joking tone.
Familiar, eh?
If it is not Aharedir, son of Arthagar,
Ah.
time away from your kin has made you heavy-footed. We heard you coming down the trail long before we saw that handsome face of yours.
Aw. Who's this?
I've got the 18 sexiness here. What's your sexiness?
I don't know. I didn't write it down. It's probably bad.
It's 10.
10. That's pretty good. 10 out of 10.
There's no one quite as dashing as me.
She laughs and pulls down her hood to reveal her dark hair in a plait that hangs over her shoulder. She has a kind face spattered with little dirt, and her expression is a welcoming one with a pleasant smile. You, Aharedir, recognize her as Gilriel, a close personal friend from your youth. You parted company many years ago, and you've heard nothing of her since. She gestures the others to lower their bows and walks to embrace you as old friends.
This is really cute. I really like this. This is nice. Hey Gilrael. It's been a while, eh? Been a while.
What are you doing in these lands, Aharedir? And who are your companions?
We've seen 2
Don't worry
hobbits.
about them. Don't worry about them. They're
A dwarf, and this goblin must be your captive.
yeah. We captured him.
He's my captive, actually.
I remember you're being one to travel alone, but I suppose it's been a long time.
Times have changed. As of my circumstances, we're actually hunting down a pal of mine.
Hunting?
Yeah, we're hunting him down. Looking for him. Hunting is a word. Yep.
Cool.
A pal of yours. What happened to him?
We made acquaintance with a hobbit while we were in the hands of some orcs. We escaped, but he was unfortunately kidnapped.
Oh, I know of these orcs you speak of. They have taken up refuge in the city and call other foul.
Is
foul
Nazdog
beasting.
with them?
I do not know the orc's name, but
Can I describe Nazdog?
might-
Because he's quite thingity. Like, what does he look like?
Distinctive.
He's quite distinctive. Isn't
he has the. You remember him having like half his face like burnt and sealed
Yeah.
together with
He has
metal.
half his face burnt like a smoked ham.
I like the idea that I'm just talking to this old friend of mine. This is this dwarf at the back going, there's a dwarf.
Have you seen 2 hobbits?
It's like, oh yeah, how you doing? It's been a long time. It's Nazdog here. Oh, Christ.
It's Nazdog here. I was like, does she recognise that description?
Oh yes, we have seen this orc, and I believe your friend a rider did arrive here 2 days past. I believe the hobbit you seek with him.
Dang.
Hobb, did he seem well?
He did not look in good shape. Whatever.
Was he still in a net?
He was tied up and thrown over the
Oh,
battle
thank God. I was worried he might be injured.
Not greeted.
Yeah, not
All
great.
right, well, we better go in.
It's vital that the enemy not know we are here. If they did, it would be disaster for many. But come, I will tell you more once we are within the walls. We have a camp in the tunnels below the city. We enter through a secret entrance on the east side. Please.
Oh, I knew about that one. Yeah.
You didn't even know the place.
There's a secret entrance. I know about it. It's just a thing we
It's
do.
a Dunedain
It's a Dunedain thing.
Just you always know of any entrances that happen.
Stay low. We cannot be seen. Follow me.
That's a bit
no.
insulting to the dwarf, isn't it?
I'm just like, good one. You haven't introduced us.
Right, should we go into the city?
I see.
You follow Gilriel and the other Dunedain in silence through the trees circling the city, at a distance until you are on the eastern side. Then, taking some time to check that no one has seen the party, you head towards the city of Fornost, slowly and keeping low. The large walls of Fornost are but 40 feet in front of you now, made from large stone blocks. Ivy grows through the cracks, and deep shards of rock have been knocked off from the past battles and now lay on the ground. The ranger in front of you raises his hand to signal the party to stop, and then reaches forward to push aside a clump of dead brush to reveal a stone slab 3 foot by 3 foot. Taking one last look to make sure no one can see you, he slides the slab to one side, revealing a tunnel about 5 foot deep, and then joining another tunnel that is pointed into the city. He gestures the rest of you to follow, drops down the tunnel entrance, bends down on his hands and knees, and proceeds to crawl down the passage into the city and out of sight.
Nice. Who wants to go first? Not it.
It.
All right, after you.
Cool.
Does that mean I have to go with you?
Yeah, I dragged you along. By your...
You're a prisoner now,
Yeah, they literally identified you as a captor, so you're
and I didn't correct them.
I mean, no,
Shut up, prisoner.
just backhand him.
Get in the hole.
You can go behind me and he'll go last because he'll be chatting away with his missus.
We're just friends.
We're just friends.
Yeah.
Just
I don't
friends.
know.
Yeah, sure you are.
Maybe
Sure
something
you
will
are.
happen. I don't know. We're just friends.
so does that mean I need to talk to you?
Hi, Goblin. Just
Oh.
act along. Don't say anything.
God.
Don't be you. Yeah.
It was a really simple instruction. We just have to go in the hole.
Yeah, but you somehow made an order of who's going in first.
Dropping down, you see nothing but total darkness as you look to see where the ranger went. The rangers and the three of you and Gilriel crawl on your hands and knees for at least 20 to 30 minutes at a snail's pace in the pitch black. Your hands feel only the stone wall and the occasional drop of cold water, and you hear nothing but the sounds of your companions and a few rats scurrying away further down the passage.
Crordosh eats the rats.
I'm not a fucking savage.
You are! You're a goblin! Rats are like the tastiest meal you can get.
You can tell that you are right underneath the city now. You feel as if the tunnel could go on forever until you catch a glint of light through the body of the ranger crawling in front of you. You feel relieved when you see the ranger exit the tunnel and stand in the room before you.
Thank goodness. I thought that tunnel was going to go on forever.
As you get to your feet at the passage end, you see that the room you have entered into is larger than you first thought. Stretching 50 to 60 feet on each side, the stone room is lit by cracks in the ceiling that shines off the many small puddles that litter the long room, filling the room with a cool blue light. You can tell that the Dunedain have been here for a reasonable amount of time. There is camp beds set up and hammocks nailed to the walls, enough for 20 people to stay here.
What a lovely abode.
Cooking pots, bundles of travelling gear, and racks of swords and bows are thrown into every available space. It is quite cramped, but there is space cleared to make a path between the Dunedain's possessions and the tunnel you entered. At the back of the room, you see a tunnel large enough for someone to walk through, leading to a stairway at its end where light shines through strongly. If someone takes a history check, probably Crordosh.
That's Aharedir.
He just doesn't
He's
know
not an
shit.
expert here. 18.
You can tell from the stonework, layout, and the occasional stone coffin carefully moved to the side that these rangers have made the old catacombs below the city as their base of operations. It was once where lords and great knights were laid to rest long ago.
So does that mean there's a path straight to the castle from here?
Yeah, what
Or like the
what
main- the
district
main
of the
area.
city are we under? Does he know that?
You didn't go up anymore, so you know that you're probably on the first tier of the city, the lower tier of the
No,
city.
a courtyard.
But is there access to the top tiers via this tunnel?
You can ask.
Can I ask the lady?
I will not ask.
No, you're a captor.
I'm
You
a
will not
captive.
ask.
I will get.
We're not having
backhanded.
We're not having a Bree incident again where you speak up and we get forcefully removed.
I just wanted a bonus, all right. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll keep my mouth shut then. Unless you want to ask.
No. You can tell me later when we cuddle up.
So, Gilrael, can we get up to the castle from down here?
Oh, a lot of the catacombs have collapsed, but you can head down here, head up that stairway. She gestures there, and get up to the city,
Oh, cool.
and then head up to the middle tier and up the ramps and gateways up up to the.
Will you
upper
help
tier.
us get our friend back?
You asked this woman great things. Have you seen Nazdug?
Yeah, have you seen Nasdaq? Have you seen Hobb? Will you help us?
It pains me to say, but I'm afraid we cannot help you rescue your friend. As I told you, it is vital the enemy not know we're here.
Well, if you don't help us, I'm going to tell him.
Wow.
Haha, I jest, of course.
She laughs.
She doesn't laugh.
She turns back to a sort of solemn. We guard the city of Fornost so that it may one day be resettled. If the enemy should find out we were here, we'd bring war to this region.
We could drive them out.
This cannot happen.
Why do we not drive them out?
If the enemy knows that we are in this city, it will bring armies to this land. So
Ah,
there's only the 20 of us or so to defend this region. It would many would die.
23 now.
But surely if we try and save Hobb, they'll...
24. I'd say that's enough to occupy a city.
But they'll know... The orcs will probably be suspicious that there are more of us.
See, 24 good men.
Just need 20.
Giriel has her eyes on the floor. You can see that it's taken a lot out of her to say these words, but as she does, you really believe that her cause that she does not want to be discovered.
Fair enough.
Fair play.
Is there anything you could do to help us in our quest to get our friend back? Apart from, end any men, spare any men, any help?
Apart from having gotten us into the city and
Yeah, but anything more. I just want more, all right?
We can offer you food and weapons and supplies if you should need it.
This is very kind of you. Thank you.
sounds solid.
Do I get some?
Yeah, the captain. Should we
Do
explain
you have any holding cells?
for our captor?
We can just leave him here for the duration.
Forever. Can we just leave him here forever?
Let's execute him.
Yeah, we got a fun execution plan for our captor.
Can we not?
we got to go all the way with our pretend story that you're a captor.
So you have your captor, so you're going to immediately execute him.
We only brought you here to execute
Why did you execute me here?
because we want a crowd.
That's
We
fair.
were
that's,
just
that's
waiting for a
fair.
crowd.
Yeah, that's fair.
Any crowd.
Any
The
crowd
first
will do.
we
First
run
crowd.
into, we will.
Okay. I expect entertainment.
We should have done it in the middle
of
of Bree when we was discovered. Just go, oh, he's just my captor, and then we kill him.
You would have got your hat.
I would have got my hat, and it would have been fine.
Oh, we could have pretended we didn't know.
wouldn't
Oh
have
my
been-
god, he's a goblin?
We wouldn't have left Bree. Hobb wouldn't have got captured. Everything would be fine.
So it's really all your fault.
I mean, I'm having a good time.
Gloat.
Alright, anyway, what are we gonna do then? We're gonna
Nice
try and
tangent.
we're gonna head up into the city, have a look for what's his face? Hobby boy, my old pal.
Is there anything she could tell us about the layout of the city to help us get to where the orcs are? Does she know where the orcs are currently holding prisoners?
The orcs who settled here a couple of weeks back. They come and go, so we cannot be certain on numbers. They have made camp in a building off the courtyard of the city's upper tier. As I said, your rider arrived with your friend 2 days back, though we have not seen him leave the city. Either he is still there, or the orcs have killed him.
Dang.
Oh, I guess we go home then.
No, he's
Quiet, Goblin.
the only friend I've got. Please.
Silence, prisoner. Silence. This is much more fun.
It is more fun.
Do you have any handcuffs? We're gonna get real weird with this.
We have some strong binding rope.
Nice. Let's tie up the prisoner.
I go, no, enough of this. We're not tying up the goblin. He is our friend. Goblins are friend, not food.
But you fucking hate me.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. I thought I'd get that reference in there. I don't know why.
Very Tolkien-esque. Yeah.
Very Tolkien-esque.
All right. What should we do then? Should we start looking? Go up into the city proper.
I could scout around
Yeah.
with the orcs.
I wouldn't release the prisoner.
I mean, they wouldn't attack him, would they? He's a goblin.
Good point, but I think Nasdog might recognise him.
No, he wouldn't.
That's true.
As you gather your things and get ready to venture into the city, Giriel pulls Aharedir over. Aharedir,
Kiss.
Aharedir, may I speak to you before you leave?
Okay.
I was so sorry to hear about the loss of your family.
Whoa, just bring it up. Yeah. It's still pretty tender. Yeah.
You know only too well that what the enemy can do. You know that we cannot be found here. You see that a tear runs down her cheek.
Oh man. Well, I'm back on the market, so I'll see you later. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
It pains me even more to tell you that your father, Alfagar, is dead.
Jesus.
Fucking hell!
Oh no.
Jesus Christ!
Is that your reaction?
No, this is completely separate. A little bit of warning would have been nice. Oh.
Oh, by the way.
Any kind of romantic moment is ruined. It's like, I was about to kiss you.
Dead? How did he die?
Illness took him quickly, but before he passed, he trusted me with this. She walks over to one of the bears, reaches underneath, and pulls out a long sword with scabbard that you know well. Your father's sword, and your birthright. It is an elegant blade, well made and deep, deadly sharp.
Wow.
The scabbard is embossed with runes, and the grip is well worn but sturdy. Your father, he wanted you to have it.
I don't know what to say. Of course I accept. I'll take the sword. This is my sword now.
She reaches over and puts her hand on your shoulder.
I just need to be alone for a little while.
I understand.
Drop that on me. Really heavy.
As in all bad situations, Beardor comes over.
Oh, it's come over to make things worse.
Nice sword, mate. Where'd you get it?
My dad died.
Oh,
Yeah, you feel stupid now, don't you?
can I have a go?
Nah, it's my sword.
Can I see it?
Does it have any stats?
It will give you +1 to attack and +1 to damage.
Nice. Perhaps someday it shall have a name.
You can avenge him by curing cholera.
My father was a very Spartan man. He didn't name his swords, but someday I might.
Right, you head up the stairs and into the light of the streets. You walk through the ruined streets and past derelict houses, collapsed shops, and deserted guard posts. The signs of the city once inhabited all around you. Heading up the stone steps and up into the middle tier, and then up another set to the upper tier of the city. Following Giriel's instructions, you see the courtyard of the upper tier in front of you, down the end of the street. Do you have any plans to rescue Hobb? Or are you just going to walk straight in?
We're going to try and scout it out. I might send the Goblin in to have a look
scout.
around, because he's probably the most conspicuous.
How generous of you.
Inconspicuous.
That's the one. Inconspicuous. That's all.
Yeah, I'll
Thanks,
go
Joe. That's what you're here for.
have a sneak around. This could go very badly.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will.
The courtyard is large with tall buildings on all sides. Looking to its centre, you finally see your friend after all these days. Tied with a thick rope to a stake, you can see the bruises and cuts on his face from here. His clothes are torn, and he looks not to be conscious. If you want to take a perception check, Crordosh?
7.
From one of the buildings at the far end of the courtyard, you see the thug that took Hobb captive, hanging by his neck dead. Below him, you suddenly catch a glimpse of someone in the darkness of an alleyway. As soon as you see him, the figure shrinks into the darkness.
Is Nanstig anywhere to be seen?
No.
You report back.
Yes.
Like a good goblin.
What'd you see?
Well, Hobb's there.
Hobb's there, he's alive.
He's still alive,
Oh,
I
nice.
think.
Nice.
Anyway,
Nice. I bet he'd have something comical to say in this situation.
Yeah,
I miss him. I can't wait to free him. We should charge right in and save him.
we should. We should.
no.
Why?
There's
Why
quite
not?
there's quite a lot of
How
them.
many not goblins, the other one? Orcs. How many orcs did you see?
How many did you see?
How many did I see?
How many did you see?
How many
You
did
only
see?
saw a figure in the darkness.
There wasn't.
Hobb was
It
alone.
was like he was alone. Like
He's alone at the moment. Yeah, he's just in the centre of this courtyard.
I
alone.
sense a trap. Next, I think we should spring it.
So the thug that took Hobb is also dead. So
I don't think Nasdog's in a talkative mood.
not quite. I did see something else. I don't know what it was, but it was in one of the alleyways. So I think we should probably skirt around and clear out the area.
We skirt
One at a
around to check the area.
Like go through the alleyways.
Hold on a minute. If they're in the alleyways, then our best bet would be not to go in the alleyway.
But if they're in the alleyways,
Which
they're
is where
probably
they
going to
are.
spring a trap.
Yeah, but if we just go straight in, then all of them are going to come out all of the alleyways. But if we go by the alleyways one by one, we can take out each of the orcs.
We need to check where all the orcs
in each
are.
alleyway.
Fair enough.
So far, we know loads of orcs are meant to be here, and they're not.
Good point.
I suppose I could also just go around to the alleyways myself and try and figure out which orcs are in which
Oh
alleyway.
yeah, let's send the goblin
Yep, do
out
that.
again.
Do that.
Send the goblin.
I'll do another scout.
Okay, so you're going to scout
The
for the
alleyway where
alleyways
you
on
saw
the side.
someone.
Don't you love having an expendable
It's
character?
great having an
It's nice.
expendable character.
Okay, are you stealthing this or?
Yes.
Okay, so make a stealth check.
13. That's it.
Yeah, no. As you
no.
as you go through the alleyways, you see someone at the end of the alleyway. He obviously can see you and runs off down to the right towards the courtyard.
Okay, so I'll follow him down that alleyway. Don't actually go to the courtyard. Just sort of look down the alleyway, I suppose. See what's going on.
Okay, yeah. As you dart around the corner to follow him, you see him. And he runs across the courtyard to the top northwestern street that goes into the courtyard.
Okay. I'll go back to the others. I think.
You say you were spotted.
Yes. I was spotted. I'm pretty sure they're behind Hobb, or like the leader is at least.
I say we charge in now and get our friend. Get him at least safe before the orcs.
We could.
muster.
Yeah, we might have enough time to get there before they all come running.
Beardor's going to make a executive decision and just run after his friend.
Okay.
I suppose we better follow him then.
Yeah, I did fuck up there. Sorry.
I'm gonna because you did just say you're spotted, so I'm not risking anything. I'm running at him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to Hobb and cradle him.
Running down the street and across the courtyard, you see that Hobb is far worse than you were when you first fought. He's clearly dehydrated and looks not to have had a meal since you last saw him.
I give him some water. Is he unconscious though? Is he?
Yeah, there's cuts on his face and he's still bleeding slightly. The whole right side of his face is bruised and swollen. You can see that he's alive, but barely.
Can I try and give him water?
Yeah, his eyes open slightly, and
Has he got a single one-liner of comedy to say? Tis a real situation I'm in, lads.
You can see him. It's a trap.
Who would have thought?
Well, that's not funny at all.
Why did we come all this way to rescue this man? He's not even.
Well, for a joke.
Could I use my hands of healing to heal him a bit?
Okay, yeah. As you get into
waste them on an
He's already said it's a
non-player
trap. We should run.
character.
Cut him free and run.
I think I can just touch him and then that'll heal him.
Goblin power.
Well, you patch him up with some.
Yeah.
things. Okay, yeah.
Boss.
As you go to do that, you suddenly hear a voice you know only too well from around the corner where the orc ran off to, the top northwestern corner. Nasdaq, you recognise. Come here to die. I told you on website you never get away from me. I knew you'd come here to rescue one of your own, and here you are. Fell right into my trap. From the road, you see Nasdaq, exactly how you remember him. Tall, his face half burnt and banded together with iron strips. A cruel smirk on his face that you only enhances his hideousness. He is flanked by two orcs, not like those that you fought on Weathertop, These are stockier, clad in leather armor, with long spears and crude wooden shields, with rusty iron spikes sticking out of them. They begin to gather speed, charging towards you, their weapons drawn.
This is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
And it has happened.
I go, we're here to end you, Nazdogs.
Right, roll initiative.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Balrogs and Beers. Tune in next week for some more wanton troll murder. And remember, it's all canon.